Welcome back to Open Up.
You bet. We're here with Dr. Vinod Kumar.
Yes.
Preventing amputations, a whole new technology that he is pioneering and helping here in Bakersfield. And it sounds like it can be done so quickly, and people are in and out. I mean, this is amazing. Tell us.
Yes. See, Don, what's happening is, as I said, there are 3 different ways that ulcers can form in the legs and feet. And so one is neuropathy, but when we talk about the vascular system, the circulation, the arteries bring the blood down to the legs, and if they are blocked, that can cause lack of oxygen. Then once the blood reaches there, let's say the veins are not competent, the blood is not going to come back from feet up.
Right.
And so all that bad blood sitting there, and that causes congestion in the feet and can cause ulcers. And they don't heal for years. Okay? And then the deep veins, if they are blocked, then the blood doesn't return from the feet up all the way to the heart. So the whole leg will get full of the blood.
Okay.
And that causes another level of congestion. What's happening is there are 3 different systems that are treating these 3 different problems. There are vein doctors, and they take care of the superficial veins. They do a great job, but then there are 2 other possibilities that those ulcers are from, and they don't heal if you take care of the superficial veins. And this lady had her superficial veins taken care of, and they did a great job at Stanford.
And that's you on.
Then she had an angiogram, and they found no blockage in her arteries. And so the blood is going down, and this blood is now coming back because they have blocked the superficial veins. They took care of it. But what happened is she had deep veins. They were checked, and they were found to be good. But there are certain deep veins that are high up in our, behind the umbilicus. They're deep. You cannot really see them very well with the ultrasound. And so that was still blocked. But they had no clue that is blocked. So when I saw her, and I saw that that's the only place, we did an ultrasound in the office. There was some suggestion there's a blockage. I told Maria that this is probably what the problem is. We're going to check it. Did a venogram. I looked at it. There was 99% blockage. I opened the vein, put a stent, and the blood started to flow, and she started to have that lack of congestion.
Carrie, you right there as his assistant. What's your response to what you're seeing here?
It's amazing. Some of the progress that we've had with our patients, I mean, they go from being in a wheelchair, not being able to walk around their block, to going to the park with their grandkids, being able to go to the grocery store with their spouse. Their life is it's improving at magnificent rates. I mean, you're in our office, you're going home the same day. You feel 100% better by the time you leave. And that's one of the things that we're dedicated in doing, is making sure that each and every one of our patients is comfortable while they're in our care. And we're not going to let you go home if we feel like there's still a problem. We're going to look further, we're going to dig deeper, and we're going to get to that root, and we're going to make sure it's fixed before we let you go.
Excellent.
We have one of your patients here on another microphone. Danny, can we talk to you?
Sure.
What was your experience?
My experience with Dr. Kumar, I remember him a few years back when he was over on 34th Street. Then I actually came over to his new office, and I had talked to him about amputation because I had one of my legs amputated back in 2013. And I said, I want to save my other one. So I went into his office and talked to him, and he did some work on me and noticed that I had a couple of veins that were completely clogged from the top of my hip all the way down. They took care of that. Actually, on Monday, I was just in his office, and they did a vein, and I tell you, I feel 100% better now.
Wow.
Just awesome work. Great people to be with. They're just like a family to me now.
And so he's able to save that other leg from being amputated.
I tell you what, I thank God with Dr. Kumar has been the best that I've ever had out there. That's I wish I would have been there a couple years ago, and maybe he would have saved my other leg.
Yes.
But, thank God with technology that we have now, I'm able to walk, and I'm able to do what I want to do.
Excellent. Thank you, Danny.
Dr. Kumar, one of the reasons, one of the major reasons why there's so much blockage in the heart is because of our diet, too much fat, and can be reversed, actually, as Dean Ornish has shown us, just by adopting a plant food diet. Is it the same reason why our leg veins become blocked?
That's right. Actually, what happens is if there is plaque building process, that's what we call is atherosclerosis. It's the same blood is going throughout the body. The heart throws this blood, it goes into the brain, it goes into the kidneys, into the legs. Everywhere the same blood, same cholesterol, same fat is circulating. And so it deposits all places. Starts with the heart. The blockage in the heart arteries can cause heart attack. It can block your carotid arteries in the neck. It causes stroke.
Yes.
It causes the blockage in the kidney arteries. That's why people end up having being on dialysis. And then they block eventually the leg arteries, and then you have gangrene and amputation. So the process is the same. It's just the diabetes is one of the major risk factor to have all of this. Actually, I have patients who have had strokes, heart attacks, gangrene, all of them.
I've just finished reading The Food Revolution by John Robbins, who was the heir to the Baskin and Robbins vast empire and fortune, and he saw his own family dying by eating too much ice cream and all that did, and so he's chosen another direction. And I'm wondering, I saw the figures that those who have stents in their hearts, within a very short time, it clogs up again because they don't change the diet. What are you seeing?
Well, fortunately, the stents we use these days, they don't clog up that fast. However, what we see is if they do not change the process that started the blockage in the first place, they don't change their diet, they don't take care of themselves, they don't have the cholesterol control, they don't have the blood pressure control, diabetes control, they continue to smoke, then this plaque continues to build up into the other areas in the heart arteries. Okay? And so they will have another heart attack. They'll have another blockage. Same thing happens in the leg arteries. Diabetes and smoking. If somebody has diabetes and smoking, I bet most of these patients with time end up having the blockage in the arteries. So, no diabetes and no smoking. If that happens, there will be no significant blockages in the arteries.
The statistics for diabetes and smoking, is it you have diabetes, it's
Right.
What is it again?
See, diabetes increases the risk of the PAD, what we call is the PAD, peripheral artery disease, by 15 times.
Wow.
Smoking alone increases the risk by 9 times, 900% increased risk. However, if you have both of them, diabetes and smoking, your risk goes by 75 times.
What is your specific recommendation about reversing this with diet? What kind of diet do you recommend?
Well, what I would recommend is really a uncooked diet. Okay?
Uncooked.
So that's raw food.
If you can be on an uncooked diet, if you start something, let's say today, within a week, you'll start seeing major changes in your numbers, blood sugar, blood pressure, and within the next few weeks, blood cholesterol. I tell you, if somebody can follow that, it will be the best thing they can do. And I challenge people that please try it just for 2 weeks, and then if it doesn't work for you, stop. But I can also say for 95% of the people who are listening, who are going to follow this, if you follow the uncooked diet and eat vegetables, fruits, nuts, whatever is uncooked, okay, the problems will be solved.
Very interesting. What I've read, like carrots, for example, there's something uncooked, but what I've read is if you steam carrots and they're slightly softer, you actually get more nourishment from them. What about steaming your vegetables?
Yes, you can, and that's really good, okay? And there's no problem with that. However, if you have to take a principle, then once you start steaming, how about steaming my meat? How about steaming my this or that, So, yes, if you can choose the best of both worlds, it will work for you. Okay.
And what you're saying is improvement can be rapid. It can be very quick. The turnaround process starts almost as soon as you start changing.
You can start seeing the change in your numbers and the weight and all those things within a week.
Danny, what about you? What kind of changes have you made based on what we're talking about here?
Well, going back to what Dr. Kumar was saying, I am on kidney dialysis now from the diabetes. So I am one of the patients now, so I'm just waiting on a transplant now. I mean, changing my diet is kind of hard to do because I have to have a lot of protein in my body for my dialysis. It's kind of hard. I'm not saying I'm the best in the world, but I'm trying. So I like to, I try to eat my greens when I can and vegetables. And I don't really like to cook my vegetables because they don't taste good to me. I like them raw.
Okay.
So,
So
yes.
you've seen significant difference anyway about.
Oh, I tell
okay.
you, I feel a big difference. Big
Excellent.
difference in my body.
A big thing happening tonight. You are educating the community on. Do you want to tell us about that, Carrie? Or
Yes, we took an account that we need to get out into the community more and do more education versus just in our office. And so we've put together a dinner this evening for all the community leaders here in Kern County to bring them together to get them on our team. The more people we have educating our friends and family, the more awareness we're going to get out there about the severity of diabetes and amputation and how it is preventable. And so we're getting, like I said, the leaders together. We're getting some church members, some organizations here. The presidents of the Hispanic and the Black and NAACP will be there as well. We're going to educate them on what we know and what we do. We're going to give them the information that they need so that they can go educate their friends and their families. And the number one important thing that we want to get across this evening is if you're told you need an amputation, get a second opinion. Amputations are preventable if you have the right care.
Well, we have viewers from all over the world and all over this nation and all up and down California, so I hope they're paying attention. And do we have a phone number, anything to put up there?
yes, but tonight, that's what Carrie was talking about. It's tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Four Seasons Hotel right on California Avenue.
Yes.
And
And there's no charge.
no charge. It's for invited
Well,
guests.
right. This is for the by invitation.
Okay,
Oh,
by
okay.
invitation. All right.
Okay. Yes.
And there it is. I think you're going to want to take this down. You may know, I think we all know people who are going through it. It's a Vascular and Leg Center right here in Bakersfield, California.
Yes.
5020 Commerce Drive here in Bakersfield. There's the number, 661-324-4100. And it's you can go to their website, the Vascular Center,
The
Vascular and Leg Center
Yes.
.com.
Yes.
From all over the world, you can be reached.
And a quick note on the Facebook, I just wanted to say, we heard the patient, Danny, talking about how very satisfied he is. And on Facebook, I saw a couple of comments when we posted this flyer. And Charlene says, he is an awesome doctor. I have been with him for years. Then we had Arlena says, awesome, with 2 exclamation points behind it. And then Deanne says that, this is her comment, that man saved my mama's life straight up. When she coded during an angiogram, he's my hero. That's what she said. Wow. He looks like an angel to me, Don.
We're honored to have you with us. Honored.
Thank you,
Carrie
Don.
and Danny,
Thank you.
thanks for
Tina.
being with us.
Yes, thank you so
And
very
there
much.
are many ways to change a life, and
Woo.
we've got another one coming up. Boy,
Yes.
when a woman gets the chance to dress up.
Yeah.
Wow. Carrie, you had
One
something.
quick
For
thing.
anybody out there, Vascular and Lake Center does have a Facebook. So if you want to get on there, like our Facebook page, we post different articles every day. Some have to do with health, how to ways to improve your cholesterol, your blood pressure, your diabetes. We also post healthy nutrition recipes, as well as things that we're doing in the office.
Great. So
One more comment I have, if you have a second. I think the process of this amputation, the prevention starts long before that. And what people, especially with diabetes, should do, if you have any numbness, any cramping, any discomfort, heaviness, or if you are walking slower as compared to before, there is a very high chance that you may have significant blockage or restriction in the blood supply. And that's the time to start worrying about it and taking care of about it.
Okay. Excellent.
Before you end up having a wound or an ulcer.
I guess we have to ask, does insurance cover this?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right.
They love it.
Excellent. Okay, when we come back. Thank you so much.